But the number one corner in this year's draft is, of course, Travis Hunter. He was your number one wide receiver in the draft. Why is he your number one corner in the draft?
I mean, we run out of things to say about Travis Hunter, but it's just freakish. I mean, this is the one where you just go like, not only is he one of the most physically gifted players we've ever seen, he takes it out to corner, and he's got terrific technique out there too. Whether it's, I mean, the first thing that jumps out of all of the things that jump out with Travis Hunter, and obviously this comes in part from being a receiver in the hands and the ball skills, but the level of awareness to the foot, the level of ball awareness is ridiculous. You just mentioned with Johnson, who's very good at it. Travis Hunter, knowing where the football is at all times, whether he's in zone, whether he's in press man, he's always in phase. Now, when I say press man, he's not all that physical when it comes to being in press man because he's got a thinner build to him for sure, but he's always in phase, and his footwork and his technique in man coverage is darn near flawless. His eyes, he's such, again, it's the thing with Travis Hunter, I keep saying it's underrated. His football IQ is off the friggin' charts. Yeah. Like, I think he takes what he knows about offense and route concepts, and he brings it with him on defense. And he's incredibly smart. And the fact that he's that good an athlete that always knows where the football is at all times, and again, that same thing, even if he can't find the football, fine, get to the hands and find a way to break it up. I mean, he does legitimately. I said the same thing at receiver. I think he could be a number one receiver in the league. But at corner, I mean, if he played corner full time, he might be the best corner in the league. You're on that. You mentioned Surtain or Sauce Gardner or it's Derek Stingley. Like, he's of that level of talent just at corner. I mean, this is a special player. And even then, actually, the boss Chris Collinsworth popped in on the NFL show a couple weeks ago and he was talking about Travis Hunter, and he goes, he's got a surprising level of physicality at corner, even more so than he does. Because at receiver, it takes some run blocking snaps off and things like that. But you talk about the tackling, he don't care. I mean, even you saw it punching out, the game-winning fumble against Baylor. Yeah. One thing that jumped out to me, I'll tell you what, there's teams that tried to attack him. Okay, he's thinner. He's $185 he weighed in at, was it? And when teams try to throw screens at him,
oh my God, no.
Yeah. No, not I mean, you talk about getting off blocks and working through screens and making TFLs happen on screens outside. Yeah, don't throw screens at Travis Hunter either. That's not going to work. You'd think he's just because, he's skinny out there and all he wants to do is fly to the football and cover it. Nah, he's an absolute dog when it comes to blowing up screens and doing that sort of thing. So I think, look, he could be a little more physical in press, although his technique is so darn good that he could just win with his feet in college. We'll see how that goes in the NFL. Got to want it a little more in run defense, although I get it. I'm sure there were people telling him, hey, take it off the gas.
You're playing 150 snaps.
You're playing 140 snaps today. If I get it, if you're, the run defense, be that as it may. If he played corner full time, I'm sure he'd be 110 on that too. I don't have any issue with that. But I mean, again, how much more can we say on Travis Hunter? I mean, it's ridiculous, the level of talent this guy. And again, I think the number one thing that jumps out to me at corner, the ball awareness is disgusting. It's a receiver playing corner.
Yeah,
and doing it at the highest level you can possibly do it.
I said before, I think Travis Hunter has the best ball skills of any wide receiver in this year's draft. So what that means is he has the best ball skills I think I've ever seen a corner, ever. I don't think I've ever seen a corner with this high amount of ball skills that Travis Hunter has. The catches he makes are outrageous. Dude.
You could only talk about, I think as far as his ball skills go, especially at corner, you can only talk about Hall of Famers. Trevor Compton, the Champ Bailey.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
like a Charles Woodson or something like that.
That level of guy when you talk about it. Just, he's one of there's a handful of players in this class at the top of every class. There's certain plays I watch him, especially I just start laughing.
Yeah.
I go, what do you want me to evaluate here? Look at him. It's like that's where it's at now. It's just like, yeah, that's number 12 out there. That's what he's gonna do. It's insane. And I know people at this point, there's probably some people that have the fatigue on Travis Hunter. We're 3 weeks away from it being done, and he's gonna go wherever he goes in the top 5. But there's very few talents that we've seen, like, if any. I mean, especially the two-way bit. But he's legitimately, you could argue, the best receiver and the best corner in this draft. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, his ball skills are outstanding. Another guy I want to shout out for the ball skills, kind of another one, old schooler one, is Brent Grimes. I remember had unreal ball skills, too.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Dolphins, right?
Yeah, Dolphins. I remember the one-hander against Calvin Johnson he had. It was just crazy.
Yeah.
So that's another guy, too. But Dude, out of college, I've never seen a corner with this amount of ball skills that Travis Hunter has. Special instincts, like Dalton said already, in zone coverage. He recognizes route concepts like Will Johnson at an elite level. He baits quarterbacks into throws, kind of like his coach, Deion Sanders, did when he was playing. He does the same thing, man. He wants you to think that receiver is open, and then he breaks on it right when the quarterback throws it, and he makes, again, with his ball skills, unreal interceptions because of it, too.
I go back to the play in the cover 2 flat against UCF.
Yeah,
that one. Well, and it's not just it being ahead of it smart. It's the smart factor
on the goal line, right?
No, that was Preston Hodge. I'm talking about there was the one off to the right side. I don't remember if KJ Jefferson threw it a little bit.
Oh, I'm talking the one the year before on the goal line he made.
Oh no, well that wasn't against UCF. That was
TCU. Sorry, TCU.
That was the TCU. Right, but that's the exact same thing. And that one was impressive too. The fact that I remember off the top of my head is ridiculous because they were in man down on like the 3 or 4 yard line, and I think he had pointed to somebody inside to make a switch because that route was coming from somebody inside that wasn't his man, and he had to switch it off and pass off his man down on the goal line. So often it happens in the red zone, and then get back out to it and to make that play is just it's ridiculous. Again, it's just Travis Hunter is on a different level of athlete, combining it with the football IQ, and he even talked about at the combine how much film he studies on his own. That's what he does. He goes, listen, I play 2 positions. I got to catch up on the film when I'm at the house. I don't have time to mess around and not know what I'm doing out there because I will get torched. And as much as I have to do physically, I have to be that ready for it mentally as well.
Yeah, he had an 83 grade in man coverage as well. Athletic traits to mirror receivers in press coverage. And actually, a lot of times in press coverage, he doesn't actually try to jam the receiver at the line of scrimmage. He just has the foot speed to just match them. Like, he's not even trying to get his hands on the receiver. He just kind of just matches what they do. That's how crazy of an athlete Travis Hunter is. His wingspan, though, is in the 67th percentile, so he has very long arms as well. 88.2 PFF grade as a defender, despite also being a Biletnikoff Award-winning wide receiver this year as well. And you mentioned before the run defense, Dalton. He's a willing run defender, and it would be completely understandable if he didn't give a shit in run defense, right? But instead, he had a 79 run defense grade this past year and the game-winning forced fumble on the goal line against Baylor. Again, for a guy who's playing the amount of snaps he's playing, it would be completely understandable if you say, hey, just worry about being a coverage player and a receiver. Do not worry about blocking. Do not worry about playing run defense. He does both. This guy is an incredible football player all around. He does not care. It's not unlike he doesn't care if he's not getting the ball on the play as on offense or if he's not getting targeted on defense. He's giving his all on every play despite playing every single play of football as well. Now, some of the negatives is very, very minute for him. He's a lighter player. He's only 188 pounds, had some issues with injuries throughout his career, although they're more kind of freak injuries. And he has some missteps in press man coverage and sometimes goes big play hunting a little bit too much in man coverage, which Drake Holiday mentioned in the chat. He kind of gave up some touchdowns in coverage before. Sometimes it's a case of that. We're just kind of going big play hunting there. But
yeah, sure.
He is the best football player, hands down, I think, in this year's draft. And I think, honestly, and I'm not trying to be hyperbolic here, he's one of the best football players I've ever seen come out of college football, honestly, because of how good he is two ways. Dalton has him as wide receiver 1 and CB1 in the draft. I have him as wide receiver 2 and CB1 in the draft as well. That's how ridiculous of a player he is. If he's just a corner, he has an all-pro ceiling with his ball skills and his instincts, both in man and zone coverage, being absolutely phenomenal. I love the Champ Bailey comp. I think it's one of the only ones you could even do, honestly. He's a special player, man. And honestly, Dalton, the more I think about it, Cleveland at number 2, because I think Cam Ward is going to be the number 1 overall pick this year. I cannot, in good conscience, take any other non-quarterback in this draft over Travis Hunter. So I know Abdul Carter's great. If I'm Cleveland at number 2, I'm sprinting the card in for Travis Hunter.
It sure feels like they're going to take Carter, doesn't it? 3 weeks out. But,
yep.
I mean,
so if you're New York, then I would do the same thing. Take Travis Hunter.
The last thing I'll say with Hunter as a corner, the only corner in the country this year, top 10 in both man and zone coverage grade. I mean, we've talked a lot about scheme fits and all that. It doesn't matter with him. It just doesn't. Some players are so talented. Any of the 32 teams, any of them, doesn't matter. I even get why. Eventually, they're going to take Cam Ward, and we know they are. But, even Brian Callahan was saying the other day for Tennessee, well, the door is not completely shut. Now, we're pretty sure they're taking a quarterback. Yeah. But he had mentioned Ward and Shedeur, the two quarterbacks, but he also mentioned Carter, and he mentioned Travis Hunter. And he goes, we have to go through this process because these are special football players. And Hunter, you don't get much more of a special talent than him at the very top of the draft. That's going to be the most fun part. One, to break it all down on both sides again, and two, just to speculate wherever he goes. There are certain players, you just bring that athlete in the building and you worry about the fit and whatever other nonsense you need to worry about later, but that's just a guy. There are certain guys who are just totally you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about what team he's on, whatever. Just take Travis Hunter, and your team just got a whole lot better.
If he does actually play both ways, and he is one of the best corners in the NFL, like we both think he can be, and he's even a number 2 receiver in the NFL, at the end of his rookie contract, he's probably making $50 million a year, honestly, if not more.
Yeah, you've mentioned that with the numbers in WAR and things like that. Like, could he be as valuable or something close to as valuable as a quarterback if he were to do that?
Yeah,
I mean,
which
that's
is crazy.
What you're talking about. When you're talking about a guy who not just like a CB1, he's got the potential. This is why he's number 1 on this list. He could be the best corner in the league.
Yeah.
He could be the best corner in the whole league.
And also be a number 1 or 2 receiver for a team as well if he plays
Yeah.
both, which is just crazy. And if he does both, like I said before, I mean, that is well worth probably the most valuable non-quarterback in the NFL and probably making at least over $40 million a year, if not $50 million a year. Hey, thanks for watching another episode of the PFF College Football Show. Please make sure you guys subscribe to the channel.
Also, subscribe to PFF Plus at subscribe.pff.com for all of the same data and grades that we use in our show, plus fantasy tools, betting tools, and our mock draft simulator.